G'day folks, welcome back. Okay, bad news on the video front. I'm pretty disappointed. The SD card in my phone lost all my videos that I had been making. So I got, as you can see behind me, quite a bit of work done on the Jeep recently. And not a whole lot of video footage to show you. So I'll see what I can recover and try to make up something. But I'll walk you through what I got done here anyways. You can see behind me the Jeep's pretty complete, and it's actually been out for a test drive. Just up the driveway not, because well, it's cold out and I got no doors on it yet, and I just wanted to make sure things were working right. So anyways, to summarize, don't buy cheap SD cards for your phone, I guess. Alright, so some of the things I got done that I lost the footage of. Obviously I got a new windshield put into it. Wow, man, I can't believe how much windshields cost nowadays. I was actually amazed a piece of flat glass would cost $300 Canadian, so that's like, I don't know, 17 America bucks. But, well, not quite that bad, but you get the idea. So what I did was, Dad had replaced the windshield frame years back with an Aftermarket from Crown Automotive, you know, the standard. And it was rusting in behind the hinges here. So I wire wheeled the hinges, painted them all up with POR, and then I painted the entire frame up with POR 15 on the outside. The inside's fine, it doesn't get that much exposure. And then I just brought the frame into the windshield guys. They had it done that same day. Before I bolted it on, I put on a new window cowl seal. I got it from Rock Auto for like 17 bucks or something, I don't know. And my dad had cut the front off of his, and it was pretty old dried up foam, and clearly it wasn't keeping much water out because there was a bit of rust on the bottom of the windshield frame. So I cleaned all that up, bolted it on. No big deal, you didn't miss much there. Other than that, my stainless steel hood hinges, I actually ordered black powder coat, but stainless steel showed up. So I was kind of going with the whole flat black motif, and that kind of threw the whole thing off, but hey, it's stainless steel. I can paint them if I need to. Not that big a deal. The bolts that came with it didn't really work out because with the fiberglass here, the threads were different, and I didn't want to have to mess with that, so I went with 5/16 1-inch bolts there, and some flat washers. And the hood, they were too small, so I drilled them out and put a nut and bolt on. Problem solved. Okay, the fenders. The fenders. Let me take you out and show you this one. Yeah, it's snowing like some bitch out here. Okay, so there's the grill that was on this thing. I started cleaning it up. I got it going at it with the wire brush on the grinder. It does a pretty good job of taking paint off without damaging the metal, but unfortunately it was mostly Bondo. Pretty big hole there. See that someone had put some holes in it here that would have needed to be filled, and I don't know what a circle looks like in whoever's world that did that job, but it was either the world's worst plasma cut or somebody went at it with an oxyacetylene torch or something. But they put in aftermarket LEDs that were too big, so instead of buying the right ones or doing whatever, they did the world's worst hack job. A lot of Bondo here still. You can see it's about 1/8 of an inch thick, maybe even thicker in some spots. This is all rotted out down here. That's right through over here. So I would have had to do quite a bit of body work just for a grill. So in the end, I said to hell with it and went and bought myself a Crown Automotive one off Amazon for $200 and change. Okay, so there's a aftermarket Crown Automotive one I got off of Amazon. I'm sure I could have got it many other places, but they were pretty cheap, and they got it to me in 3 days. And there's again, Crown Automotive replacement fenders, because those old ones weren't even worth saving. One thing I did have some issues with, and this is bizarre to me. So these 3 bolts here is what mounts the fender to the grill. Now, the top one and this one went in okay. I had to enlarge this hole a little bit, but the bottom one, you can see where the hole is supposed to be up here and where it actually has to be. So I ended up having to hack a bunch of this out to get a bolt into the bottom. Now you'd think that a Crown Automotive fender made for a Crown Automotive grill would work without any modifications. Not the case. Alright, and this one's the driver's side. Okay, same thing here. Top one went in no problem. Middle one needed to be enlarged a bit. And the bottom one, you can see I had to take some material out at the bottom. This one wasn't as bad, which just speaks volumes for their accuracy in manufacturing, where this one was a ½ an inch less modification needed than the identical fender on the opposite side. So, just something to be aware if you're buying Crown Automotive replacement body panels for your Jeep. Alright, so there's the aftermarket LED lights I got off of, geez, I don't even remember where I bought them. I'm sure they're all made in China anyways. Went ahead and bought new factory replacement marker lights so I didn't have to hack up the brand new grill. You know, they just go in with a couple of screws, nothing to them. The headlights are more or less a direct replacement. They go right in where the old ones went. There are some rubber shock absorbers on the back that I had to take off because they were too tight. I couldn't get them to screw in. But they fit quite nicely. I haven't aimed them yet. Alright, so there's the new lights I got put in. Just wanted to show you that. There's obviously the factory marker replacements for turn signal and whatnot. And you can see here the LED aftermarket ones, they have a turn signal built right into them. Kind of cool feature. Certainly makes it more obvious that you're turning. And there's my low beams. There's the beam pattern, which is a hell of a lot better than the factory lights. Low beam pattern, high beam pattern. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It just turns it into two spotlights. So I'm not too pleased with that, but we'll see what it looks like at night. You never know. Not like I use high beams a whole lot. But it's kind of bonkers if you ask me.